Mexico has a long and complex history of manufacturing industries that dates back to the pre-Columbian era when indigenous peoples engaged in the production of textiles, pottery, and other crafts. However, the modern history of Mexico's manufacturing industry began in the early 20th century, with the rise of the country's export-oriented economy. In the early 1900s, Mexico's manufacturing industry was focused primarily on the production of textiles, food, and basic goods. However, with the advent of the Mexican Revolution in 1910 and subsequent political instability, many foreign investors were hesitant to invest in the country. As a result, Mexico's manufacturing industry remained relatively small and undeveloped until the 1930s, when the government began to implement policies to promote industrialization. During the 1930s and 1940s, the Mexican government established a number of state-owned companies and implemented protectionist policies to encourage domestic manufacturing. One of the most important of these policies was the creation of the Import Substitution Industrialization (ISI) program, which aimed to reduce Mexico's dependence on foreign imports by encouraging the development of domestic manufacturing capabilities. The ISI program led to significant growth in Mexico's manufacturing industry, particularly in the production of consumer goods such as textiles, footwear, and food products. However, the program also created a number of inefficiencies and distortions in the economy, including a lack of competitiveness and a heavy reliance on state support. In the 1980s and 1990s, the Mexican government began to shift its economic policies towards greater liberalization and openness to foreign investment. This period saw the signing of the North American Free Trade Agreement (NAFTA) in 1994, which significantly expanded Mexico's access to the U.S. and Canadian markets. The liberalization of Mexico's economy led to a significant increase in foreign investment in the country's manufacturing industry, particularly in the production of automobiles, electronics, and other high-tech products. Today, Mexico is one of the world's largest producers of automobiles and electronics, and its manufacturing industry accounts for a significant share of the country's GDP. Despite its successes, Mexico's manufacturing industry continues to face a number of challenges, including a lack of skilled labor, high levels of corruption, and a dependence on exports to the U.S. market. However, the industry remains a key driver of the country's economic growth and is likely to play an important role in shaping Mexico's future development. Nowadays, Mexico is on the way to becoming next China. Because of its rapidly growing ability, if Mexico doing all well, then this country will become very, very rich in small period of time and all people live here as becoming happy.